All right, long time no see, world. I'm back. I didn't forget about you. I haven't been missing out on anything. I have just not been able to work on the truck because it's been really, really cold. But we're back. This is now mid-March. The weather's finally warming up. It's about 5 degrees. Got the truck. I've already gone ahead and started the bodywork last weekend. I got some primer spots here. Over here, we've done, there's a dent up here, dent down there. That's been pulled out. It's nice and straight. I also, at work, started the roof. So we've got some rust converter on this pitted primer, pitted rust. And then also on the door, it's kind of hard to make out, but there's like microscopic waves in it. Yeah, it's kind of hard to pick up. Like right, I don't know, you can see it if you look closely, like right there. Yeah, there's a little dent. So, tons of stuff to work on. Not really, I don't know. I think I should get all the body work done today. I want to get it into primer, have everything primed, so then next weekend I can start the prep, which is like blocking out the entire truck, getting all the surfaces sanded and uniformly finished, so I can paint hopefully in about a month. I'd like to get the cab done first. That's the plan. What we're gonna do is paint the cab and all the door jambs, and then that way I don't have to worry about the roof getting up high. And then I'm gonna close that all off, mask it off, and be able to spray the outside of the doors, the hood, the fenders, the grill, everything all around, all the quarters, like everything all just on the outside, the exterior all the way around, and it'll all get fresh paint. Like I'll strip off the mirrors, I'll take off all the badges, the fender flares, I'll take out the headlights, right? Like just kind of clean everything up, get it ready to be painted, and then so I want this truck completely blue in 2 months. I want this thing done before May, and that's with my body lift, with the 37-inch tires, that's with the re-gearing all done. And yeah, I'd be happy if I could get all that done in 2 months, but that means every single weekend I'm out here. Every single weekend I am out here doing stuff. I was gonna start yesterday, but I couldn't because I forgot my tools at work, so I ended up Amazoning overnight a new set of blocks and spreaders just so I have them at home, so at least by hand I can do all the primer and all the sanding by hand. It's not that bad. It's only a little bit. I know that when I'm actually blocking out the car, yes, it will be done by hand. So that's just how I am. So yeah, so we're gonna get those spots sanded down, slap some filler on them, and then we're gonna focus on getting that roof into primer today. I'm gonna put some just some light filler. I don't want to go too crazy with it, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Thank you. So, since what the weather is, it's too friggin' cold outside, I am working in the garage now. All right, now that I'm up here with you guys, touching the roof of my garage, I can show you what I did. All I did was ground down that the rust proofing primer that I had on here, the rust converter, and it's eaten away at all the rust. Everything that's left in there is just primer. But you can see how pitted it is and how much this section is compared to the nice fresh bare metal here. So all of this has got to get slightly filled, just a little bit, just to fill in all these little divots and the pitted sections of the metal. So I'm just gonna mask off the glass here so I don't get any filler work on it or in the crack. And then yeah, I'm just gonna do like a quick skim. Maybe I'll have to do a second skim, I'm not sure, we'll find out. And then after that, there's a couple small spots on the hood. I already found one here, just small stuff that needs a spot of primer too, because there was some rust bubbling through, just little tiny, like, I don't know, little chips from something falling on the roof of this car. And then yeah, that's the main thing I want to get done this weekend is this roof, so that way everything is ready to be prepped and painted. So yeah, we're just gonna bang this out now. Alright, so I totally forgot, but around my third brake light, I also had some pitting rust. So, sanded that down, and now I'm going to be spraying rust converter like I did on the front before I started the bodywork. So all that does is eats up at all the little bits of rust that are in the pitted areas that I can't get to, and it chews it away. It's poor man's sandblasting, essentially. So I'm doing this first, and then I'll sand that off, and then I'll put filler next weekend. But for the time being, yeah, it's just gonna get some rust coat on it and rust converter, so it'll get rid of as much rust as possible before I try and put some beautiful fresh paint on it and have it bubble on me. In case you guys are wondering why I put the tape on the roof like this, it's because inside this crack there's a little more rust that I wanted to grab at, and I didn't want to get the rust converter on the nice beautiful high build that's going to be put over this spot that I just body worked. So I'm just gonna quickly give it a little spurts down into the crevice here, trying to get out as much of the rust here. So you can see there's still some remnants of stuff, and it's just gonna eat away at it. Whatever I can get, it doesn't really matter, because that whole crevice I'm gonna cover with silicone to replace the little I guess molding. When I glue it back down, I'm just gonna fill this all in with some silicone. Anyways, I just wanted it to be as rust free as possible, so I'm just gonna spray it in there, let it work into the crevices, let it bead down, and try and get rid of as much rust as I possibly can. That's the name of the game. Rust is cancer. Cancer spreads. You need to get rid of it. So this is the best way I could do it. This is the cheapest way I could do it. I don't have access to a sandblaster like most people do, or some people do, I guess. So this is about as best as I can get for the budget that I have. So as long as it lasts, I don't know, a few years, I'll be happy. We'll see what happens. finally able to work on the truck again. It is now, well, I have been for the last few weeks doing a little bit of stuff, but it is now like the first week of April. And yeah, it's finally warm enough to where we can be out here in a t-shirt and I can work for a good amount of hours. Weather's nice, it's sunny, it's not windy and cold and cloudy and miserable. It's, you know, finally time to get some things moving on this truck. So, I'll take you guys with me here. We've done some stuff, some little stuff. We've done like little primer patches. That's not rust, that's mud. I went mudding. Some more patches. Fixed the dent here. Fixed some small dents along the door. Tons of bubbly rust on the roof. It's all been fixed. On the top here, there was a dent, and that's now gone. There was some rust around the third brake light. That's all gone. This is all mud from when I went mudding. So, yeah, I just have like a few more spots to really get at. I did a patch panel on the door. Actually, if we go here, I can show you. I guess it's kind of hard to tell now, but this is all metal that I guess you can see how not perfect it is. This is all metal that I put in a couple weeks ago. It's still not quite straight. I still have to make this line a little more straight, and it's definitely a little in. So we're gonna have to put some filler there. But for my first time doing a patch, with a MIG welder, which isn't the most ideal tool to use. It's a little imprecise. I put down too much metal when I did my welds, so it's not the greatest, but yeah, it'll work. You know, it's my first time doing a patch panel. I'm quite happy with how it came out. Next time I know it will be better because I've learned a couple things along the way. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of fix that one today. That's the main objective, is to get that down. And then besides that, the rest of the truck is pretty much ready to just be kind of scuffed down for prep, except for this little guy, this little paint chip. I gotta sand this back so it doesn't chip off, and then I gotta put some primer on there too. And then pretty much after that, I'm just gonna start prepping. So the way I'm doing this is the cab. I'm going to prep all of my door jambs, everything inside, around, and all of this is all going to get prepped and painted, everything inside of here. And we're going to do the roof, and we're going to do the back of the cab, all in my first shot. So that way I can paint the rest of it, all the stuff that really matters, the outside. The roof you won't see as much, but I'll be able to paint all of the outside panels in one continuous pass, have all the colors blend, because this is already blue and this is going to be blue, but I have to blend it into here. And all the jambs will already be painted, so I don't have to take off the doors or paint them with the doors open, and it just makes it so much more difficult. So I'm gonna be able to do it all around, all fresh clear coat. Everything's getting blue paint where it needed and cleared on the rest and blended into all the panels, right? Because this is quite the metallic color, so it does need that. And then yeah, the second job will be to paint the outside, this front cowl piece, I don't know, that thing. Then obviously do like blends into the hood where we have all these primer patches. Probably just gonna hit the whole hood with more blue because of all the patches. This whole fender's gotta be painted blue completely. I'm gonna be painting the door. This whole side of the truck has gotta get painted blue to match the rest of it. And yeah, no, that'll all be done in one good patch. So yeah, we're just gonna get to work. We're gonna crank out that little corner spot there. Let's get it sanded down, let's get it cleaned up, and then if we could get that done and the tailgate spot in half decent time, I'll start prepping the jambs and then the roof. So yeah, let's get cranking. All right, so after a little bit of sanding, a little bit of cleaning, a little bit of masking, we have our little primer spot. Everybody gonna go, oh my lord, the edges are absolutely atrocious. Why did you put down so much paint? Well, they're actually not. They are not a hard line. They are smooth because I folded over the tape. So be quiet. So yeah, no, it was just a chip. All I needed to do was hit this with some sandpaper, feather it out, feather the edge back, and then yeah, just put some filler on there so it covers up that bare metal. That's it. So now we're gonna get moving on to the door. I got my degreaser here that I've been putting in a spray bottle. Got some wipes here, and we're gonna wipe down the panel because before I finished, when I did the metal repair, I primed it, and then once the primer was dry, I laid down some Crown, like rust proofing oil, just so everything would be safe for now until I paint over it. So I can't exactly do body work over that, so we're gonna clean it up, de-oil it, you know, degrease it as best we can, and then we're gonna get going here. So very simply, I'm just gonna go in there with some good stuff, and then we're just gonna wipe it down, make it all nice and clean. You can actually see my rust job repair. So I need to do some filler work, is because it's not perfect, but it's not terrible. Better than it was before is what I say. That's a solid piece of metal in there, which is great. So, like again, you can see from here all the crusty, dusty oils. Just gonna clean this all up, make it all nice and clean and good to go for some nice little work. The inside I don't really care too much about. It'll just be turned blue. Whatever it ends up looking like is whatever it ends up looking like. That's fine by me. But it's the inside that, or the outside that really matters. I just wanted the inside to be blue, just for my own peace of mind, knowing that you open the door and it's not 17 colors. So yeah, no, we're gonna keep going. Let's get it done. All right, so after the first round of filler, we can see here that this spot is very, very high. I can feel it. The rest of here is still pretty low. It definitely needs more, but I couldn't get it out because this is way too high. So we gotta knock this down a little bit, and then we're gonna go for a second coat, and we're gonna see how it goes. This is probably weekend 4 or weekend 4 or 5, something like that. So today the plan is to start prepping. Step 1 of the paint job. For those of you who are automotive painters, you'll understand this. I'm going to be doing all of the jambs and the roof and the back of the cab as the stage 1 of painting, and then stage 2 will be painting the outside all the way around. So the logic to doing this is that I can hit all of my jambs, everything down here. I could do the rocker, I could do my pillars, I could do the roof, and then to make my life easier, we can spray the outside in one pass all the way along till whatever. And this will all be masked off. This will all be painted blue with the roof and the back of the cab. So because you can't really hit this, and to take off the bed and then to get that, and then to get to the color to match between the panels, to get it to lay smoothly and evenly across all panels, to open the door, go around it, it just makes it a nightmare. So those are your painters, you'll understand that, and those who are not, I don't know, I'm trying to explain it so you do understand it. But yeah, so that's step 1. So today we're gonna be kind of doing like a little bit of a tear down inside. We're gonna be removing like these floorboard plastic guys, and then when I do paint this, all the weather stripping is gonna come out, all these trim panels are gonna come out. The back glass, I don't know. Sometimes these back glasses on trucks, they can be bolted in, and I'm kind of praying that mine is, because if it is bolted in, then that means I can take it out for the painting of the back of the cab, and that'll just make life like way easier and it'll look a lot nicer. If not, then I'm just gonna mask it off and paint around it. Like, that's it. But yeah, this is the only blue door, so you can see all the jams in here, and even then they're still kind of cruddy. I don't really care about the quality. Like, if there's a dent, there's a scratch, there's a ding, I just want it to be blue. So like, if there's like a little chippy paint, I'm just gonna paint all over that. It don't gotta be perfect. It's the jams. It's not, you're not getting in here and cutting and buffing like people do, but I'm not doing any of that. It's just gotta be blue. So when you open the door, because I hate seeing like a wrapped car or a painted car and you open the door jams and it's still like black or gray or whatever, right? And it just, I don't know, it doesn't look as professional. Obviously I'm not going to take the entire interior out, spray the bottom of the floor of the cab and all that. That's just, no. We're just here to make things look blue and make it look like it wasn't painted. Like, this is how this old truck has always been blue. Mind you, there's like about 1 million people who can see this in video that it wasn't blue at some point, but yeah, so all right, well, we're gonna get going. We're just gonna kind of strip and peel back things, and then we're just gonna start scotch padding. We're gonna mask off some stuff. All of the hinges, you can see all the amazing amounts of grease that I've poured into these to make them all nice and not squeaky. That's all gonna come off. I got degreaser and rags and brushes that I'm gonna be using on all that. And then once that's done, yeah, I got like 1 million red scotch pads, and yeah, I'm using red. What are you gonna do about it? And yeah, that's about it. That's all I need to do. Just done. See what happens. This is gonna take a while. And mind you, okay, honestly, this is April 20th right now, 2024. It is 7 degrees out. Next weekend it's supposed to be 17 or 18 degrees, and that's why I'm doing this, because next weekend I'll be able to paint and it'll be nice weather, it'll be sunshine and rainbows, it'll be like the perfect temperature. Around 20 degrees is like the perfect. If you go hotter than that, then the paint will start atomizing before it lands on the panel. So this will be, yeah, this will be pretty good. Okay. I feel like one of those detailing dudes who like, you know, they like take like barn find cars and they like detail them and they make them all shiny. Because like, dude, where was all of this hiding? Look at this. Look at it. Look at all this shine. Look at all that. That looks so pretty, man. Dude, this is gonna look so sick when it's all blue and it's all fresh clear coat. Oh my gosh. It's all shiny, shiny. That took, I don't know, 15 minutes to really degrease it. Make it all. So now I'm gonna be taking Scotch pads and we're gonna get to work. Okay, I am working on the edit for the prep video currently, and I realized I never made some sort of an outro explaining myself, so that's what I'm doing now. Yeah, no, we finished all the prep, and now actually tomorrow morning, this is a Friday, tomorrow morning I'm gonna be starting, I guess, the exterior sanding, just kind of finishing the prep, and this weekend I'm gonna be painting the truck like completely. So yeah, no, enjoy this video. It's been a long time since I've made a video, since been a bit since I've put something out. The weather's kept me at bay, but now the weather's starting to warm up and you guys will see more stuff. So hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.